Hey guys, this is Abhishek, and in this video I will show you how you can create again the bar chart from the data frame values. So in the previous video of Plotly, you have seen that we have just taken an example data where we had specified x values is equal to couple of values in a list and y values in a list. But here I will show you some real data. So to get the real data, what I will import is import pandas as pd. Then I will import Plotly files like dependencies like offline as py Plotly offline or po maybe, and put Plotly dot graph objects as, let's say, go. Okay, so first thing what we need is the data set. So what I'm indicating is I'm accessing a data set which is a sales data set by using pd dot read underscore excel, and it is stored here, which I know the location, desktop sales dot xlsx, and I want to access first sheet, so I am indicating 0. Please remember that whenever you are getting the data path, by default it will be a backslash, but when you are specifying here it should be a forward slash, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, so once we are here, what I will use is sales.head and maybe 2 values. Okay, let's see what the error is. AB desktop. Okay, I have missed specifying this forward slash. No such file. Is it XLS? So C users abhawa desktop sales.xls. So to me it looks like abhawa. Probably that's the reason. Okay, now we are having the data set. So these type of issues happen when you are directly typing. So my advice is just copy it directly from there. Since I keep on using it in various examples, so it's kind of remember to me and they're in my mind all the time. So apart from after this, what we need is, let's say for example there is a sales and there are columns like order priority, ship mode, province, region, and all of those. So we can take any first simple example. Maybe let's say we want sales by shipping mode or sales by order priority. So let's go ahead and see the sales by order priority. Now the problem is this, that the data should be aggregated for your bar chart. That means you should have only one low priority, one high priority, and one medium priority. And what are all the priorities that your data set may have? But the idea is that before moving ahead, the data should be aggregated by the column, whatever your interested column is, for the numeric value. So either it can be sum, mean, or whatever you want. So what we will use is, let's say, order underscore priority, and we will use the pivot table function, which will very easily create the pivot table for us. So we need to provide the sales data set. We need to provide, as if I show you, pressing shift tab, values, index, and columns. So let's specify the values is equals to sales, and index, let's say, and int. If I press int, index is equals to, in that case, order priority. So we have simple index, simple values, and let's go ahead and execute that. Now let's see order underscore priority, and here we have the order priority for critical, high, low, medium, and not specified, and their average values. So why average value? If I show you by pressing shift tab, you will see that aggregate function by default mean is present, but you can change it to sum or something else. Okay, so now we have the average value by order priority. what we can do is we will start writing the data and layout. So our data is in a list and it is part of go.bar, and in go.bar what we can do is we can specify data is equals to order priority dot index, because that's the index, that's the x-axis, and after that you have values. So sorry, not the value but the y-axis, and here it should be x-axis. Yeah, so y-axis is basically your order priority dot values, and let's give it a name as sales by, maybe the right is average sales by ship mode. Okay, and layout is equals to go dot layout, and let's just simple pass. Again, let's say average sales by ship mode. Okay, we are good here. Let's see, the figure is equals to go dot figure, and data is equals to data, and layout is equals to layout. No issues. And then after that we need to plot it. So for that we need to use the plotly offline po dot plot, and what you want to plot is figure. So here is our simple bar chart, which is critical, high, low, medium, and not specified. So once you have created this, what I really want you to do as part of the exercise is that there are a couple of other columns, and what I want is you take, we have already seen order priority, I want you to also take care of ship mode in your data set, and then basically create a group bar chart. Or maybe that's probably will not give you the right output, because order priority and ship mode is a different one. So the right way is that you take the order priority as it is, the x-axis, and we have seen the average of sales. Now take a sum of sales. So that will going to indicate that from the average how much overall sales is deviating. So that will give you an indication whether overall sales is near to the average sales, which will indicate if it is near, that means you are giving a high value product, and if it is far, that means there is a lot of mix and mix of high low sales, and that's why the median is bit far. So that's pretty much all I have, and I will show you the solution in next video. But I really encourage you to figure out that solution and do some practice.